Welcome to the final round newscasting competition EEC Nation 2021. Congratulations for passing the final round. You guys so awesome. Okay, without any further ado, let's start the final round. So, to all the participants number 2 until number 5, you will assign to breakout room and do not go back to the main room unless you are assigned to. And to participant number 1, you can stay in here. Okay, wait, I will assign the participant, the other participant. Okay, all right. Hello, Samuel.
Halo Kak.
Okay, okay. Welcome and congratulations for making this part. Okay, you will have 5 minutes for the briefing session with a guest star, which is Kak Pirling, to share how your talk show is going to be like. But if you finish
Oke.
the briefing session before 5 minutes, and you can inform the committee.
Oke
Then
Kak.
you will have 15 minutes performance, and the timekeeper will remind you at the minute 5, 9 until 3 left, and if the time's up by chat box.
Oke Kak.
Maybe briefing session will be start from now.
Oke, halo Kak Birling.
Hi.
How is it? How to spell your name? Is it Pirling or Perling?
You can call me any. My name initially is Perling.
Oh, Perling. Okay, I'll call you Perling. Okay. I think your voice is kind of delayed.
Oh, really? Am I my voice delayed?
Yes. Or is it just me?
I'm not sure.
Kak Kinar, is it delayed?
No.
No.
I think so delay.
Kenapa?
Aku rasa juga delay dari
Oh ya.
Perling.
Iya.
Okay. Give me a second.
Yes,
Right.
I'm so sorry. I think it's delay, Kak Pirling.
Oh, okay. Let me just mobile data then.
Okay.
Okay, is it fine now?
It's good. It's fine.
All right, cool.
Okay, so. Oh, she's gone.
Okay.
Okay. Can you hear me, Kak Perling?
Yeah, sure. I can hear you.
So my talk show is gonna be really chill. There's gonna be like jokes and stuff. So we're just gonna take it chill, and I'm gonna collect the audience, millennials. So when I say, "Do you have anything for the millennials?" It means the audience.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, it's just like that. It's gonna be really chill. So we're just gonna relax. All right.
Okay. That all.
All right. I think Kak Kinar, I think I can already start.
Okay, Samuel. All right, that's all the briefing session. Yeah.
Yes.
You ready for the performance?
I'm ready.
Okay. First, Samuel, you can check your microphone first.
Test.
Okay, you audible. All right. You can start your performance now. To Samuel, time is yours.
Hello, millennials, and welcome back to Easy Talk Show with the team. I am Samuel Saman Beltra, and I'll be your host for today. And as always, we have a very special topic, which is the potential of millennials in emulation of creativity, humanity, and leadership. And of course, we have a very special guest. She's the founder and CEO of Narc Executive, contract author at ByteDance, learning facilitator at Contributify, contract author at Babel Novel, founder at Comfort Model United Nation, and third winner of Build Our World category Blue Economy startup content hosted by Intuitive Singapore. Wow, she is a really successful person at a very young age. Please give a round of applause for Perling. Hello there, Perling. It's very nice to meet you. Thank you for coming. I've been waiting to meet you, and yet here you are. Wait, but first of all, what can I call you? Like Kak Perling, maybe, or Miss Perling, or maybe just Perling?
You can call me just my name, Perling.
Okay, I'll just call your name then. Yeah. Okay, Perling. I see in your CVs, right, that you take up so many professions, you have so many businesses. Like, how do you manage your time from all the busyness you're facing?
Okay, I don't exactly have any time management or any sort of, everything that I get to manage, but it's just me who likes to do a lot of things at the same moment. So I don't feel like I'm doing it for something, or I mean, what I would say is that like there is no certain formula or templates I would share with you, but it's just like whenever you like to do something, you can just compress everything up together and you can just do it. Like you can just live by it because you just like doing it.
I see. So you enjoy what you're doing. Like, it's like your passion.
I think passion is just overrated. More like my curiosity. I like to explore it to discover more about myself. Also, at the
I
same moment, you're
see.
doing a lot of things, right?
I see. You got to teach me that because when I see a lot of things, all I want to do is sleep, sleep, and eat. Not doing it. You got to teach me that. All right. So I see that you're now in a university, right? So what major are you taking in your university?
I'm taking international business for my university. I'll be in
I see.
university like in few months.
I see. And is this your ambition since you were a child, being in international business?
No, I initially wanted to take economics as my major because I really love economics. Economics is just
Right.
something for me. But because the university I'll be going does not offer that course, so unfortunately I have to take the closest one to
I
economics,
see.
which is international business.
Okay. So which university are you going?
I'm going to Curtin, Singapore.
Oh, I see. Curtin, Singapore. Right, right. Wow, very prestigious university. Yeah. But I think economics and I think international business are kind of related though at some point.
It's kind of related, but it's different. In international business, I think you learn more of the technical skills and
I see.
I need more practical skills, but less of the policy and law side. But in economics, you have a lot of more theoretical and policy side. I think that's something very interesting. Like you can, when you know more about the policy of a country or the economics itself, you get to maybe, propose something.
I see. You're right. So I see that you take up international business. So maybe do you come from a businessman background? Maybe are your parents also businessmen?
Not really. I do take international business because the university I'm going to does not offer like a lot of courses. They only have like Bachelor of Commerce and they're like marketing, advertising, and I see that most of the skills are subjects are like you can learn that somewhere else. Like you don't
I
have to go to
see.
university. So I think international business is like the closest to what I want. So
I
I just
see.
take
Closest.
international business.
So what about your parents? Are your parents also businessmen? No. Or yeah.
My father is a businessman, and my
I
mom also
see.
used to be an entrepreneur for my mom.
I see. So who motivated you to be like what you're right now and like maybe your father or maybe your mother or you just motivate yourself? Like who do you go to for advice?
Okay. I will not say that somebody else motivate me. I think I just do what I want in life.
I see.
There's just like something I used to have like stories in the past in which shaped me to be who I am today. And as for motivation or who I go for advice, I don't really go for advice, but I have some mentors when it comes to life skills and also sort of skills that I'm doing. Like now I'm a copywriter. I have a copywriting coach that guides me and help me to grow in my copywriting aspects as well, so I can grow my business as well as my skill as a person.
Oh, so you motivate yourself, and for motivation, you just motivate yourself, and for advice, you go for to coaches, not your parents maybe, or maybe a friend. You go to
Yeah,
coaches like professionals then.
yeah, that's right.
I see, right. I think you gotta teach me to motivate myself like that. Right, right. So, and by the way, I see that you are really, really young, yeah, and you have so many achievements, so many stuff. And I bet the boys would really, really love you, but I think they would be really insecure seeing your CV and they would like shiver, wouldn't they? Right. Okay. So all the single men out there watching, there's an information. Perling is still. Are you still single?
Better not to say that. I mean,
Oh, I see. Okay, sorry for the young men out there. I'm so sorry. I cannot say that. I was just telling for the young people to get more motivated to watch my talk show because of the beautiful guest. Okay, so next, from all the professions you take, I would like to ask about the company you own because there wouldn't be enough time to ask about each and every one of them. So, what is not executive? What is it really actually?
oh, Nordic Executive is a community organization. It's a new startup where we gather ambitious goal getters who are interested in business, economics, and entrepreneurships. So we provide programs like mentorship, events. There are paid and free. So we have more free events than a paid one. It's just to
I
support
see.
our operational and everything. But overall, here we're just gathering those who are ambitious enough and want to be a change makers in the field that we have, which is business, economics, and entrepreneurship.
Wow, it's really fascinating. I think I'm really interested in this dark executive. I mean, do you have any age range? Like you need to be at minimum to be a college student to join dark executive, or I think it's free for all ages.
Our main target is more like 15 to 25, so it's Gen Z.
I see, I see. So it's from like junior high school, I think 15 until.
It's senior high school, first year of senior high school. Usually 15 is the
I
first
see,
year.
15 junior high school. Right, right, right. Okay, so not executive. Does it go locally or it's already internationally?
It's already internationally. We usually have events like gathering people around the world. Sometimes we have people from
I see.
USA, Singapore, because Narc Executive itself is a Singapore Indonesians community organizations. Because my
I
partner
see.
is based in Singapore.
Oh, I see. So I think you have many guests from another country.
Yeah.
I see. But do you have any maybe like local sessions? Guests from Indonesia?
Yeah, I mean, like our community members, most of them are probably Indonesians. So
I
although
see.
we invite speakers abroad, like our audience is mostly Indonesians, but we also have like people around the world joining us. Probably just 10% of us
Oh,
are some.
I see. What language they use, like English or Indonesian?
All of our events are conducted in English.
I see, connecting in English. All right, all right. So, like, can you tell me your experiences in achieving this much? And was there a time that you felt so tired and desperate in achieving this much and like making an executive and being a copyright writer? Is there a time when you felt so desperate and tired and you just want to give up?
I think when it comes to feeling tired, I think everybody feels tired in their life. Like there's always a moment in our life, even no matter how ambitious you are, strong, brave, or confident you are with who you are or what you're doing. I think there'll always be that time in your life. And actually, I just recently cried when I work. Like I never cried before when I work. It's just felt like this last month, August was a month full of blessings. I got like beyond the clients I got usually in a month. And
I
I was
see.
crying when I was doing my work. I don't know if I'm actually fascinated because I got this opportunity to, to work with a lot of clients, or I'm just so tired because I keep, being in front of the board, just typing whatever it is,
I
it's
see.
just but I think it's just when you see it as a blessing, I think it's more on a blessing. Like when you got a job, you have to see it as a blessing. Probably out there are a bunch of people who don't have a job right now.
Yeah, right, like
So
COVID and stuff.
yeah, so that's why whenever I'm down, yeah, I just remember that I'm more privileged than most people. Then yeah, that's it.
I see. So when you got like the job, you were like more like tears of confusion, yeah, not tears of joy or tears of sadness, more like tears of confusion, yeah, whether to be happy or sad. All right, but Like most of the time, you get back up and you think it's a blessing. All right, I think that's motivation that I should learn. Yeah, millennials, you have to learn that everything is a blessing, right? So there's a saying, right, that your boss is always right, and there's another saying that a woman is always right. And people said that if you have a boss and your boss is a woman, you're basically dead. What do you think? Is that true in your opinion? What kind of a CEO are you?
I think that is just a stigma and a
I
generalization
see.
in general. I mean, as a leader myself, there's only one principle I hold in leadership. I don't want to be the leader I don't want to meet. So as a leader myself, I learned through my younger self. When we were younger and become class president, people
I
will tell
see.
us all the bad things about us because drama happens at school.
Right, totally.
And as we grow up as a person, we learn and look back from how people have shared about us, what kind of leader are you? And you can evaluate in your life and look back. I think I learned a lot from my younger self, how I was that kind of leader and who I am right now. Like for now, as a leader, what I really hold in my life is that I have to put people first.
I
So as a
see.
leader, I am not the type of leader who gets angry to people or when they make mistake. I'll just tell them what's wrong and how they can do it better. I'm rather more democratic, but also not that democratic. We call it like more of laser first. I think in the business, a leadership style where I will fix it for you back end. So I'll be your support and your biggest fans when it comes to becoming your leader.
I see. So you are more democratic and you like give freedom to your like employees. I see. You gotta hire me to this now executive, you know? I'm just kidding. I don't want to lose my job as a host. All right. So, wow. So you look at the past and not to be sad about it, but to learn something from it, right? You look back to learn something from it. Wow. All right. Like with a person in your caliber, right? Do you still have any unachieved dreams? I mean, like you've achieved everything in your CV. You are a CEO. You are a copyright writer. Like you've got so many followers. Like, do you still have any unachieved dreams?
Of course, I think a lot of people have your unachieved dreams. Like in your life, you will keep dreaming. When you achieve certain points of your life, you want more. And I think what I really want to have right now is probably not that fancy or big. Probably I haven't seen from the monetary side too much of that for now. I mean, because I'm still young, but probably what I look for is like I want to have the luxury of time. Like I want to have
Ah,
the kind of life where I'm really free to do anything. Like I'm not bonded to anything.
I
And
see.
yeah, I just want to have the luxury of time. And I think for now, at least for now, I think what I call as luxury of time is being able to sleep for 8 hours, which is something I
Wow.
rarely have most of the time.
So how many hours do you sleep like each day normally?
Normally, I just sleep for like 5 to 6 hours because I have to deal with a lot
Wow.
of things.
Oh my God. People have dreams, to become a CEO, to become an entrepreneur, to become an engineer, and your dream is to have luxury of time. Wow. Well, I can conclude from that it's like you're a very busy person, right?
Yeah,
Oh
kind
my God. Wow. Okay. That's a dream that's really, really unique. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay. So do you have any advice maybe for the millennials out there watching? Like maybe don't take too much jobs. I mean, like, or take everything as blessing, or maybe don't stress out too much or anything. Do you have any advice for the millennials out there watching?
Okay, I have two advice. First advice is taken from the song "The Nights."
The
Um,
nights. Yeah, I
I
see.
really like this one part called the one part of the song "Live a Life You Will Remember."
I see.
So just take the challenge in your life and do whatever it takes to achieve your dreams. And what I always say to everyone else I met is that let people who find you found you. I know there's a lot of pressure around you to achieve something big. People here are achieving A, people there are achieving B. People are just there's always something that someone is better than you, but all you have to do is to be yourself. So someday if somebody else finds you, they will find you, because if you're trying to be somebody else, where are they going to find you, right?
I see. Wow, 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 wow. I think I wanna be somebody else. I wanna be you because I stay me, I wouldn't be anything. Wow, you're such a role model, yeah, for the millennials out there. Wow, 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 wow. Right, right. So like you basically it's like live a life you will remember.
Yep.
Okay, okay. Right. Okay, thank you very much, Perling. It's been really great talking to you. I hope that your story will become inspiration for the millennials out there. We are really honored and proud to have you here. Thank you so much for giving us the chance to talk with you. And when that's all for today, millennials, stay tuned in Easy Talk Show, and we will be back with more guest stars next week. Until next time, see you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Samuel, for the performance. That was a great talk show. Okay,
All right.
Samuel, I will assign you again to the breakout room, yeah?
Okay, thank you, Kak. Thank you, Perling.
Okay, right. Oke, untuk kakak-kakak educators, you have 2 minutes time to fill the scoring sheet. Okay, kakak-kakak, it's been 2 minutes. Are you ready for the next participants? Kakak-kakak? Okay, I will invite participants number 2 ya. Alright. Halo Aisyah.
Hello, Kak Kinar. Hello, Miss Perling, and also all the educators.
Okay, wait, I will spotlight you and Kak Berlin. Alright. Alright. Hello, Aisyah. Welcome and congratulations for making this far. Okay, you will have 5 minutes for the briefing session with the guest star to share how your talk show is going to be like. But if you finish the briefing sessions before 5 minutes end, you can inform the committee. Then you will have 15 minutes performance. The timekeeper will remind you at the minutes 5, 9 until 3 left, and if the time's up by chat box. Maybe briefing session will be start from now.
Okay. Hello, Miss Perling.
Hi.
I'm Aisha, and today, as usual, we're going to have the talk show session as well. And later, we're going to play a game called 5 Second Rules game. It means that you have to mention three things in that category that I mentioned within 5 seconds. It's just that easy, and I hope that you can answer it well. Just have fun in this talk show. Okay, Mr. Berling is just well-known talk show. Okay, thank you, Miss Madeline. I think that's enough. Can I start now?
Okay, Aisha. That's all. The briefing session. Are you ready for the performance?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Aisha. You can check your microphone first, yeah.
All right. Am I audible?
Okay. All right. You're audible.
Okay.
All right. You can start your performance now. To Aisha, time is yours.
Hello, my beloved shiners. Welcome back with me, Aisha Cahya, in Sunshine Talk Show. Shine your world with a shine story. Well, shiners, how do you do? Although in the middle of this pandemic, I hope you're still doing good and still shining, simmering, and splendid. Well, shiners, I'm sure that all of you who watch this right now are Gen Z or millennial generation. And as a millennial generation, we must have some important skills to face this globalization era. And those important skills like we should think creatively, we should have a sense of humanity in our heart, and also we have the leadership skills. Therefore, in this special today session, we're going to talk about the potential of millennials in evolution, the creativity, humanity, and leadership. And surprisingly, our guest star for today has all of those skills in her life. Yes, she is a creative, pretty, and smart woman behind NARC Executive and also the founder of Comfort the Model United Nations. Yes, she is the founder and also the CEO of those platforms. Wow, she is really cool, right? All right, all of you must be curious, who is she? Okay, without waiting for too long, I'm proudly welcome Miss Perling Lim. Hello, Miss Perling.
Hi.
You look so pretty today. I love your earring anyway. It looks great on you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm so glad to have you here with us right now to come to this talk show session. Yeah. And anyway, Miss Perling, that the fun fact that I'm going to tell you is I've ever joined Altruilsa webinar and you're being the speaker. And at the time, you talk about personal branding. Do you still remember about that webinar, Miss Perling?
Yeah, I remember that webinar.
Yes, you look so gorgeous on that webinar and you give us so many knowledge that we've never known. And anyway, what have you been up to lately, Miss Perling?
Hey, lately I'm just managing so we have a new rounds of recruitment in our executive, so basically we're still busy doing that and also planning out our programs, and there are few partnership coming in our executive from Canada and some countries. Like we're busy discussing whether or not to take it because it would be a good advantage for us. So probably recently what I've been doing is just a NARC executive, and also I got few more clients than usually recently. So I'm just working on the things that I have.
Wow, you're really awesome and you're really great at managing some things that are really crucial for your life. And all of us know that you're the founder and also the CEO of a NARC Executive, but we are still curious about what a NARC Executive actually is and why do you want to build it, Ms. Perling?
Okay, it's actually a startup. It's more like a community organizations where we attract ambitious goal getters who are interested in business, economics, and entrepreneurship. So why do I start this? This is something I share a lot with people. So there's just one day that someone else just come to my DM. I don't even know if this is a man or woman till today. This person just told me that they wanted to start a business, but then they are afraid to reach out to people. They are afraid to fail, the judgment and people, even if you were afraid of reaching out to people, how will you run your business?
Yes.
So I see that as a problem and I wanted to solve it. So I just discussed about this idea of having a platform where we can support people who really have the dreams or aspirations. And my friend turns out to be very interested into the idea I have. And that's why me and my friends built this platform called Not Executive, just to get ambitious goal getters started in your business, economics, and entrepreneurship journey.
Wow, that's so interesting. So it's an inspired story behind Narc Executive. I'm curious about about the people that reach you by DM right now. Is he or she become the community of your member of your Narc Executive or no?
I'm not sure because I told you earlier, till today, I don't even know this is a woman or a man. It's just a random DM because it's really rare for me to open DM. And sometimes when I open it, I just happen to read through something that's interesting because I happen to respond to this person. I share like few advices I have at that time, and then I just see it as a problem. So after seeing it that as a problem, I even thought that this is just a fake account, but sometimes they are not a fake account. They're just people who are not showing their face. It's just a blank profile, but like to follow people and know about people's thought. So I thought, oh, probably it's just that kind of account though.
Well, it's because you already being well known and famous, so that's why you have so many DMs right now. And I guess that all of people who watch this right now already know you and also Narc Executive. And anyway, and because you already know that Narc is already well known with 2,000 followers on Instagram, and you're the CEO and also the founder, of course, you must train your team to handle it. And it must be not easy for you. Then why do you want to be the leader of the Narc Executive, and what keeps you going through the tough time anyway?
Okay, so in Narc Executive, I always believe when somebody else serve in a place, it's not exploiting people. I think if you don't give people something in a monetary form, you have to give them something in return. Like you're using their power, their energy, their time, and your knowledge and expertise. So if they come to your place looking for experience, they have to go back getting that experience and of course knowledge, right? So what we do is that we invested. So I invested some of like a portion of what I earned from my own business and my own job, and I will invest it into a platform where I could give them courses or anything that could be beneficial for them. So that's what I'm doing. So in that way, they get the experience and also they get the knowledge they are seeking for coming to our organizations. And a lot of people who serve in Narc Executive know that in Narc Executive, we really have the work environment like a very realistic work environment. It's just not a common organizations that you will be serving and working all time, but you will have the fun as well. And also sometimes I just love like small things you do to somebody else could mean a lot to them, like treating somebody else just a cup of coffee could make your day. And sometimes I just like to ask someone randomly in a day, probably one person, do you want a coffee? Yeah, just simple things. I think it adds up as a person.
Yes, that's a great and interesting answer from you. Because of Narc, yeah, some people can have more courses and they can improve their skills through your courses, right? And what kind of courses that you build on Narc Executive? Maybe some of our shiners want to join later after this, like they follow your Instagram and starting to join in your course. Can you tell us a brief course that you in?
Okay, so it's not like my personal courses. Before the batch before, I invested in lynda.com. So now it's LinkedIn Learning, which is like now you cannot share one account with everybody because it's linked with your LinkedIn account, right? Impossible you share a LinkedIn account with everybody. So now we invested in Udemy. So we paid for like a batch of Udemy account so that people could access it. So that's gonna be the thing that we are offering for this upcoming batch, which is Udemy courses. And other than that, I also invested in few other platforms as courses that I can share to my members for their personal use only if they are interested. Like I invested probably in $100 courses, more or less specific skills like these are people from the States who teach about probably business, about pitching, those kind of things that are essential. And if they want it, I'm just gonna give them as a personal use thing, not like you can public or share it with everybody.
Wow, that's a really good. You're so kind-hearted to share it with everybody in Udemy. And lately, I know that you shared Udemy courses for the members of your Narc Executive, right? And you're really want to make the other people become more skills that they can build in their life, right? And anyway, that is one of your plan that become true in Narc Executive. And we're curious, what are the plans for the future for Narc Executive, Ms. Perling?
So my plans for this upcoming future, probably next year, we want to go on the legal side or maybe registering it legally.
Wow.
So we have like a legal entity. So right now we are like bonded. And so whenever we host an event, to make it like legit and international platform, it's gonna be bonded with the company that already built, like already registered. But later on in the future, we hope to have Dark Executive as its own entity, and that's gonna be like the plan that we are working on. So we created
Wow.
programs that probably could cover operational costs. If there's anything extra, we will save it up for that purpose.
Well, I hope that all of your plan to make it have a legal entity will come true, so it can be a legal organization for you and all of your friends, so you can work under the legal entity right now. And anyway, not only NARCs, but also you are the founder of Comfort Model United Nations. And what makes you want to build these platforms for anyone here?
Okay, why did I build? Okay, so initially I've been serving in a lot of conferences before building Comfortment. Well, right now Comfortment is not like operating for the current moment because we have had like 4 conferences before. So Comfortment was planned about June last year. So that was after me serving in, if I'm not wrong, 2 or 3 conferences, and I felt like I really wanted to start my conference. At first, I was not sure if I have to start this kind of conference. But at last, after I got encouragement from some of my friends who I happened to meet in an offline conference I joined in February. So I just start off, and yeah, we just keep going. At first, we just post better feeds, and then we started to get like few people, like few university reaching to us. Hey, do you guys want scholarship for your best delegates? I think that's a really good thing, where probably a lot of conferences don't have that to offer, right? From what I see, like from our partners, mostly are like international MUN, which you have to pay to join. And Comfortment is a free platform where we also provide the same advantage, which is a scholarship. So in the future, if we are going to host any other conferences again, our plan is to have more scholarship and more sponsors on this site, so that people who join an academic conference could pursue a better academic journey in the future.
Oh, you really have a good proposal by making a Comfort Model United Nations, and your proposals are really clear that you can make it come true in the future. I hope that it run well with all of your proposals like that. Okay, Ms. Perling, you're so kind-hearted and build a good platforms for millennial generation out there to improve themselves, to improve their skills, and also to make their future brighter than ever. And all right, Ms. Perling, as I said before, we're going to play a game called 5-second rules. And in this game, you should mention 3 things in that category that I mentioned, okay? And within 5 seconds. So I'll count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you should mention it until 1 second, okay? Did you get it, Miss Perling? Okay, so Miss Perling, name 3 words that describe yourself the most. 5, 4,
energetic, ambitious, and powerful.
Wow, I like that self-love. Okay, you're really energetic. I know that since you give the best answers to my questions. And now we'll jump to the next question. Tell us 3 fun facts of yourself that nobody knows, Miss Perling. 5, 4.
I love to read technical skills book. I enjoy.
You're out of time. It's just 5 seconds, and you should mention it in 5 seconds. All right. And okay, you should still has 1 chance. Name 3 things that make you laugh. 5,
TikTok, 4, Instagram, and YouTube.
All right. So you're really social media. Really love social media like that, right? What a good game, Miss Perling. You can think fast, and that's why you're being the leader in your group. And before we close today's session, what do you want to say all of the millennial generation out there? A brief, kind words that can motivate them.
Okay, so I always say this all the time. So there's always 2 things I said. First one is I really like the song The Nights. Live a life you will remember. So just take up any challenge in your life and make it happen. Wow. And the second one is let people who find you found you, because I know there's a lot of pressure around you to be somebody else. But if you don't be yourself, somebody else will become you, or somebody else will make your identity for you. Make your identity for you.
That's a really motivate me. And I've ever read in your LinkedIn profile, let people find you, found you. You know, it's have a great meaning for me too. And you really motivate me and all of the shiners who watch this right now, Miss Perling. But okay, that's one thing that I got from this session is no matter how hard it is, you should keep going on and you should have a clear purpose, everything that you want to do and make it come true. Unfortunately, shiners, our time is over for today's session, but don't worry because we're going to meet again next week on Sunday at 1 p.m. only at Sun TV with other guest stars like Miss Perling. And to Miss Perling, I want to say thank you so much, Miss Perling, for coming to Sunshine Talk Show and having fun with us and share your story. And I hope that your career and all your platform can reach the goals that you dream for because you're a really kind-hearted woman that I've ever known. You're really kind. Thank you, Miss Perling.
Thank you.
And for shiners, don't forget to always be shining because you are a shiner. See you and goodbye. Yeah, thank you, Miss Perling.
All right. Thank you, Aisha, for the performance. I will give you. I will assign you to the breakout room first.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Perling and Miss Adjudicators.
Aisha, please enter the breakout room. Because we cannot move you to. Okay, that's all. Okay, to the adjudicators, you will have 2 minutes to fill the scoring sheets. Okay, kakak-kakak, it's been 2 minutes. Are you ready for the next participants? All right. Okay, I will invite participant number 3 ya. All right. Welcome, Rizka.
Thank you.
Okay. Welcome and congratulations for making this far. You will have 5 minutes for the briefing session with the guest star, which is Pirling, to share how your talk show is going to be like. But if you finish the briefing session before 5 minutes, and you can inform the committee. Then you will have 15 minutes performance. The timekeeper will remind you at the minutes 5, 9, and 13 left, and if the time's up by chat box. Maybe briefing session will be start from now. To Rizka, time is yours.
Okay, hello, Miss Perling. First thing first, should I call you Miss Perling, or is it okay to just call you by your name?
Just call me by my name.
Oh, that's great. So in this talk show, I called my viewers Lufaya. So if I say Lufaya, it refers to the viewers. And then my talk show is just gonna be chill, and maybe there will be some serious question at the time as well. And there will be some random question at the end that I took from the social media of my talk show. So you can just simply enjoy it.
Okay, thank you.
That's all.
Okay, that's all, Rizka.
Yes,
All
that's
right.
all.
Okay, that's all the briefing session. Are you ready for the performance?
Sure.
Okay, Rizka, you can check your microphone first.
Check. Am I audible?
All right, yes, you audible. All right, you can start your performance now. To Rizka, time is yours.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen in the studio and Luvias. Welcome back to Brawijaya Say Hello, connecting people, reach out the space. Millennials already represent more than half the workforce, and now they're taking over management roles. This is how millennial values are changing leadership as we know it. As millennials continue to take on more management and leadership roles, we can likely anticipate even greater visibility and permeation of these values. Therefore, on this beautiful day, Brawijaya Say Hello will lead you to have some beneficial talk together with a hardworking leader, persistent, and of course, a gorgeous woman with lots of talents and roles as one of the most influential women in the business field, to exploring what it means to groom and manage the creativity, humanity of millennials leaders. From leader to entrepreneur to CEO, this woman is one of the most admired executive and experts in the industries. So without any further ado, let's give a warm welcome to our guest who is already connecting with us right now. I'm beyond proud to introduce you to Perling Lim. Well, hello, Perling. It's really nice to meet you. How are you today?
Hi, thank you. It's really good day today.
Well, that's really great. I'm happy that you are in a good mood, in a good condition, because, we'll talk about so many things later on, so it couldn't be better. But first thing first, I would like to thank you for squeezing in your hectic schedule to spend your time together with us today. Thank you for joining us, Perling. It's so sad that we can meet in person, actually, but still, I'm so excited to listen to your story through this screen. And anyways, you look amazing and gorgeous today. I love your earrings so much. Okay, so Perling, I heard that these days you've been focusing on your daily life, like doing this and that. But as we know, life has been hard this time because of the pandemic. And I'm sure that this pandemic has also affected some parts of your life. So first of all, could you maybe please tell me and Luvias right here about the changes like you feel the most and how you can deal with the current condition?
Well, I would say that pandemic is actually kind of like a blessing. I think it opens a lot of doors to a lot of young people. I think we wouldn't be here, we wouldn't meet if we're in different cities, if it's not because of the pandemic. I know to some people it's probably less comfortable, but I think this is also going to be the future of the world. Like we can connect with a lot of people around the world just through screens. And I think if you ask me what I've changed, I think a lot have changed. My life has changed like 180 degrees. Before pandemic, I've never thought about building network. I've never thought about connecting people in a personal level. I was not a good listener before pandemic, but it's just pandemic turns me into like a whole different person. And I think pandemic is a blessing in disguise.
That's really right. Really well done. Also, you did a great move. I think COVID-19 is not also the reason to be stuck, right? But that's enough about the pandemic things, because I'm really fed up actually with it. Now I'll move to the amazing history that you've created, Perling. So hearing your history here and there, I just know that you are so amazing. Because before you are working at NARC Executive as their CEO, I heard that you've been mastering some awesome skills. Like you got the third winner of Build Our World category Blue Economy Startup Content in Singapore. You also become the bronze medalist at the Science Competition Expo and also a gold medalist in OPSI Indonesia at the same year. That's so dope. I think I'm really a big fan of you, Perling. Well, now, of course, we should talk about your story and achieving them. Please tell us some story, like the bittersweet maybe on getting all of your achievements at that time.
Okay, actually, my life is a lot of things going on, organization, business, competition. Okay, the story about me, I think I'm just gonna share how I started everything. So I have like a story, like a history where I don't really want to share about everything in the past, but when I was 15, it was like my turning point in life. I know that I wanted to succeed, but I don't really care about in what field I'll succeed, you know. I just want to be successful, and I'm not specific about it because at that time I was 15. So there's this one event at my school. It's like an expo, like open house. We call it open house. And I just meet this one incredible person, and I reach out to this person. This person happened to come to my school. I'm not sure why, but because this person comes to school and I reach out to ask for pictures, you know, when you meet celebrity or anyone that you think is, you know, famous, you just reach out and ask for pictures. And after that, I was over a lot of opportunities. I get to work in his company, and that's how I started all my journey. I learned the skills, and whenever I got money, I always invested back again to learning. And after that, I think I got enough of knowledge. I keep learning, and yeah, I just wanted to make use of the knowledge I have to turn it into business, to turn it into something I can earn, and also to turn it into something that can make an impact to people's life.
That's right. Really, that's really beautiful path of life, Perling. And then you made it now. Look, you're finally here in this show. So it reveals how far you've come through, right? But anyways, there's always a hard time anywhere, anytime to achieve what we want to do, but that's not the reason to quit. As it Lufayez, for those of you who want to be a prestigious woman like Miss Perling right here, maybe you want to get some medal as well, keep that on your mind, okay? Well, Perling, I think all Levi's today have already known you really well. And what I'm after this is actually one of the reasons that makes our team very, very interested to invite you to come to our show. You know, everybody knows that you are the founder and CEO of NARC Executive, which means that you lead, you serve, and teach lots of your people with hundreds of ideas. And if I'm not mistaken, the NARC Executive is like a community of empowering goal-getters, especially in business, like achieve the impossible of youth with dedication, commitment, and hard work, of course. Well, I'm really proud to hear that you, my guest today, are a leader of this great company, a woman especially, because, you know, Perling, sometimes I heard that some phenomena of businesses like the organizational structures can be judged whether they reflect gender equality. You know, some human resource practices are really critical to gender inequalities for women, such as the recruitment, paying, promotion, and training, for instance. There are so many stigmas out there towards women's leadership. No matter how qualified or beyond qualified that woman is, most people are still skeptical. So first thing first, I'm curious, what do you think about it?
Well, I think somebody shouldn't be judged despite of their gender or any other measurement, but it should be pure based on your skills. And I think empathy. I think when I say skills, I don't think that it's just you know, the practical skills, but also I think empathy, the emotional intelligence side. I think leadership skills and all those things. Yeah, I think I practically see somebody else more beyond your age, gender, or race or anything. I think you should see people through their qualities and skills. And also one more thing, I think it's the empathy, because I think throughout these years, I wasn't that kind of person with empathy. Like I don't really have that level of empathy when I started my leadership journey. But as I grow as a person, as a leader, I know how important empathy is, how important it is to listen to people. And yeah, as times goes on, I keep learning to listen more and more about others.
Exactly. That's really well said, Miss Perling. And it's really admirable how you always see things from like, conception to completion. I think your name Perling is indeed coming from the word pearl itself. Well, talking about this term of humanity and leadership, I've ever noticed on one of the Instagram posts of NARC.executive, the post with beautiful photos of 9 millennials in different places, but put in the same frame with holding a piece of paper that said, "You are never too young to start. Don't let society set your standard." I think it's a lovely phrase, Perling. Now, please tell us more about it. Like, how huge is actually the potential of millennials in creativity, in humanity, and leadership? As your company said that we are never too young to start, and what does it mean by we should not let society set our standard?
Okay. When I said that, that was initially the idea of the ambassadors team, and I was just giving some of the things that I think it's important for people to realize. A lot of people these days, I've met people at 15 years old that work in an accounting firm in Singapore when they're Indonesians. That is something rare. If you were probably, these days people said you have to graduate from prestigious university to work in probably Big Four. That's like the most famous one. And I think here, when it comes to young people, I think we have that power and we have the skills where if we really want something, we can actually get it. If we want to get that job, no matter how young we are, we just have to reach out. But sometimes people are just not that eager to look for the information out there, to reach out to one people that can potentially change your whole life. And that's why I said that no matter how young you are, if you think you have something to offer to others, you have that value to offer to others, reach out to people. You might be something for somebody else.
Yeah, that's right. For me, I think perhaps what really stands out is that millennials seems to approach leadership in different ways than the previous generation, because they also have different expectation of the leaders that they work under. Wow, I learned something new again today. Thank you for teaching me. Perling, I know that you're so skilled in this leadership and business context, but I also heard that you love writing. I heard that you are the author of By Dance and Babble novels. You even have more than 10,000 regular readers. Like, how can a human become so passionate? Tell us now, what genre do you love to write the most?
Okay, so I started my journey just like writing Wattpad. I like a romance, Wattpad kind of stories. And then I started to write blogs. I love self-development kind of writings. And as time goes on, I think now one of the most needed skills is copywriting skills. So I see that opportunity and go deep with it. And I started off just like learning from like courses like Udemy and others. And as time goes on, as I get some clients, I have the income to invest in a coach, like a copywriting coach. So I get a lot in-depth evaluation from my coach. And from there, I grow as a person and in my writing, of course. And generally, if it's nonfiction, it's more like self-development from my blogs and my copywriting. But when it comes to probably fiction, it's more on romance story.
Oh, that's so dope. Writing novels, writing copywriting, I just wish that I could steal at least one of your passions, really. But I believe that is impossible. So let's just move on. All right, Perling, talking about the hard work you've made on your work journey, I also noticed that you enjoy working in a group because you have so much experience in your organization as well. I heard that you have joined SML Talk, Girl Art, that's a really famous one, by the way, as well as a student council until 2020. Also, there are still many organizations that you are taking part in until now. So I came to the conclusion that besides focusing on your career, you also enjoy working and getting involved in community and group work. So today, I want you to just simply tell the Louviers at home, especially what actually this work in group experience are gonna do in our job field later on. Do they affect our creativity or leadership maybe? Please tell us about that.
They will influence you in your creativity, in leadership, and in many aspects of your life. I think how you put yourself, how you position yourself in your place, and all those things. I think the most important thing is that when you want to become a leader, you have to learn to become a member first. If you don't know how to, if you don't put yourself in the position of a member, you will never be good enough to be a leader. Why I said that, it's because you have to know what others go through for you to understand what they will go through. Because some people who just probably they graduate and just run your family business, some of them just collapse. The reason is because they probably don't pay attention on the small details that that they think that's not important. But well, maybe if you take like probably just supervisor, probably still supervisor, not director directly, you will learn more, in the journey, and you will understand people better, and therefore you can become a better leader.
That's beautiful. All right, Miss Verling, as I said before our conversation tonight, actually, our team has already collected some questions from our social media since we announced that you will be our guest tonight. And there are lots of questions, but we just choose some of them. And it's basically about random things for you to just have some fun, to close our wonderful time tonight. Is that okay?
Sure.
Well, that's great then. Okay, the first question is from Melanie Richard. What movie have you watched lately?
Okay, recently I just watched Clickbait, and I think it's a really good movie. You have to check it out.
Wow, the title is intriguing. I have to watch it too, I think. And the next one is from National Jordan. If you had one day that you could do absolutely anything that you wanted, what would you do?
Sleep. I'll sleep the whole day.
Wow, actually, that sounds amazing, for real. Well, Perling, unfortunately, we've come to the end of this show, but I must say that this is the actual dream come true to have some chit chat with a very passionate person like you. All right, Perling, again and again, thank you so much for teaching us dozens of lessons and answering our curiosity tonight. I surely hope that you will be a guest again soon. Once again, thank you very much for joining Bro J Say Hello. We hope you always happy, healthy, and always shining as usual. Well, viewers, that is all our conversation with Ms. Perling Lim. And I need to remind you that just like Ms. Perling has said on her Instagram, if the opportunity you're looking for isn't there, create it. If your action inspires other dreams to become more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a great leader. Well, I'll be back tomorrow with another special guest. If you missed our earlier conversation, you can go check our YouTube channel right here on Ravi J Say Hello. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, you must stay safe, stay connecting people, reach out to space.
All right, Rizka. Okay, thank you, Rizka, for the performance. That was a great talk show. Okay, Rizka, you can back to the breakout room, please.
Thank you, Jeju. Thank you, Perling and committees.
Thank you.
All right, to educators, you will have 2 minutes to fill the scoring sheet. Have you done kakak-kakak to fill the scoring sheet? Okay. Miss Ade? Okay, all right. I will assign to the next participant, yes? Okay, wait ya Bintang. I will spotlight you and Miss Perling. All right. Welcome Bintang.
Yeah,
Welcome
hello.
and
Good afternoon.
congratulations for making this part. Okay, you will have 5 minutes for the briefing session with the guest star, which is Miss Perling, to share how your talk show is going to be like. But if you finish the briefing session before 5 minutes and you can inform the committee. Then you will have 15 minutes performance. The timekeeper will remind you at the minutes 5, 9, and 13 left, and if the time's up by chat box. Maybe briefing session will be start from now to Bintang. Time is yours.
Okay, hello, Miss Perling. Good afternoon. How are you today? So I think my talk show today is going to be chill, relaxed, no pressure. And then I'll ask you a couple of questions. I think it's come from my curiosity. And after that, I think it's just going flow, just flowing. I think that's all. Thank you.
All right, Bintang. This is done to briefing session. Okay, that's all the briefing sessions. Are you ready for the performance?
I'm ready.
Okay, Bintang, you can check your microphone first. Yes?
Okay, hello. Am I audible?
Okay, yes, you're audible. All right, you can start your performance now to Bintang. Time is yours.
Okay, hello everyone. Good afternoon. I am Bintang Laksanarawi. Welcome to the talk show. Okay, so how you guys doing? I hope you are doing just fine. You're doing just good. Okay, just keep it healthy, keep it safe in this condition. Okay, so today's topic, we are going to talk about the potential of millennials, of emulation, creativity, humanity, and leadership. I believe this topic, this aspect, are really sounds so familiar to you guys because this aspect is are really important to us to have, especially in this era, in this global era. You know, this aspect is really important to have because it's really building us to good human being. You know, right? Okay, so I'm not alone in this talk show. We are having such amazing guest. She is an organizer, very talented, creative, and inspiring person. She is a founder of and CEO of the NARC Executive, founder of the Comfort MUN, and many more. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please welcome Miss Perling. Hello, Miss Perling. How are you today?
Hi, Bintang. I'm doing really good.
Great. So, as we know, Miss Perling is really famous, really well known as a content creator. Am I right?
Thank you.
Yeah, she's really well known, especially in the social media, especially in TikTok and Instagram. I also have watched all your videos on Instagram, and I really want to know, how do you come up with these ideas actually?
The ideas of becoming content creator, you mean? Okay,
Yeah.
it's me. All right. So I just wanted to create content. Like I think content creation is to others probably a career, but to me it's more on how I could enjoy my leisure time. Sometimes when you have nothing to do, not like nothing to do, but like you enjoy doing it. And because all of my social media have different pillars, right? I wanted to start a YouTube channel, but I don't want to start a YouTube channel that is related to my TikTok or Instagram. My Instagram is mainly used to attract clients for my business. My TikTok is mostly to educate people, to share tips and tricks, to share my thoughts. Like I have different pillars for different social media, and that's why I would say it's kind of like something I can do on my leisure time.
All right, so it's just like a part of your passion, we could say that, right? Okay, so, and I want to ask you about your, your experience. You've got a lot of experience, such as you are a CEO and founder of NARC Executive.
Okay, so could you please tell us more about the NARC executive? So you are the CEO, right? So what is the challenge to be a CEO of the NARC executive?
Well, I think to become a CEO, I think you need more of a skill than a talent. And the skill that you need, I think you need all the technical skills for sure. But you also need all the non-technical skills like probably empathy, leadership, all those kind of soft skills. I would call it soft skills, I don't think that there's like certain skills that you have, to become a leader, because everyone needs to become a leader once in your life. And for you to become a good leader, you have to be a good member. So how you will learn the leadership style or leadership thing is by becoming a member of something, and then you learn from that person, and you will further know how to become a leader later on.
Okay, so for being a leader, you said that we have to be a member first, so we cannot do anything we want to, to be a bossy, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So I'm still curious, what is NARC executive about? What is it like about? Yeah.
Okay, it's actually a community organization. It's a startup community organizations where we gather ambitious goal-getters who are interested in business, economics, and entrepreneurship into one platform. We provide some kinds of things to support them, whether it's resources, business resources, mentorship, events, power calls, and all those things.
Oh, I see. So it's just like in the business, right? Like economical. Okay, so you are also a founder of the Comfort Model United Nations. Is it? What is it? What is it about? Is there any difference from the usual MUN?
Okay, so Comfort Model United Nations, I wouldn't say it's so different from any other MUNs. Probably difference is that we have different programs like camp. We initiated camp before a lot of places or a lot of organizations hosted camp. So we look like a pioneer of it, like something that's new to the free young community. And that kind of inspire a lot of organizations to make your own camp as well. And another part probably from Comfort Model United Nations is that it's free, but also we have we've got like 2 iteration where we got sponsors, 3 iteration where we got sponsors sponsoring for our events, like providing scholarship to the youngsters if they want the best delegates. I think that's probably a unique value proposition as well from Comfort Model United Nations.
Okay, I see. So it's just like the same. The same like the usual MUN. Right? Probably you could explain that what does the MUN do to the people who don't know? What do you guys working on?
Okay, so Model United Nations is basically a simulation of United Nations where there are a lot of rules of procedures. And in our place, we follow the one in Harvard National MUN procedures. It's basically just a simulation of United Nations where youngsters gets to share their aspirations and simulate with the people in the global community, the youngsters, the global community, proposing their ideas. And a lot of them wants to be a diplomat. So this is probably a good start for them to know what is it like if they will become a diplomat someday.
Okay, so you guys are watching. The millennials, if you interested to the MUN, just try it. It's very useful for you. I think to gain your creativity or leadership or many aspects, maybe just try it, right? Okay, so I have curiosity on you that you are a learning facilitator and contributify. So what do you do as a learning facilitator in here in contributify? And does the stakeholders get involved in this event, in this activity?
So I'll share the idea of what is Contributify. So Contributify is a passion project. So I don't usually use a lot of word passion because I felt like passion is kind of overrated in some way, but it's like a passion project I did because I see that literacy, and there's a lot of people who really want to learn English, but they don't really have the access to learn English, right? Some of them probably felt like 100,000 is very expensive. Like 100,000 is really expensive just to spend for learning. Well, I think to some others probably it's nothing. So I wanted to create a program. This is a 5-day intensive programs for people who want to learn to have conversation in English with people. At first, we already have 3 batch before. Each batch we got like 50 to 60 registrations, and probably just 35 people will show up when the program runs, but that's okay. But the goal here is that this program is free so that it's accessible for people to enjoy learning English and speaking English more comfortably and confidently. And what I do as a learning facilitator is that from experiences I have in Toastmasters and few other organizations that moves in public speaking, this is the skills I took, and I also gather some people who I believe have the same goal with me, wanting a better literature community, maybe a better community where people are more confident speaking English. That's why I gathered them and make them also as a learning facilitator. Here we just facilitate people, they speak, and we're here to facilitate, provide them resources, support, and later on they can just do anything they want, because we don't want to call ourselves a teacher because we are not that good yet to become a teacher. So if we're a facilitator, we give them the platform to speak to others. And yeah, still on the so everything is still on track.
I see. So you're just giving the platform for the people who want to learn, right? So you're not teaching in this activity?
I prefer like some materials that I can share, like probably usually in our program we have sharing more about what is grammar, introduction, and all the introductory things, and alternative words probably for people so they can use English better. So probably I'm not like teaching, probably just sharing. I think it's a better word.
I see. So you would like to say it sharing instead of teaching, right? Okay, I see. That's really interesting. And I think I have curiosity again about this learning facilitator. I mean, about the Contributify. Does the stakeholders get involved? I mean, the stakeholders in here is the government. Is that, I mean, are they get involved in this activity? If yes, what are their contributions?
Oh, there are no stakeholders. This is just a passion project, so we don't need that much of people to be in this program. Though it's just like a passion project. We do it even we don't do it like regularly. We do it like probably September, end of September month is we are free. Like some of our facilitators are free, so let's have another batch of programs. Maybe just that.
I see. I get it. So it's just a passion project, right? Okay, I love it. Okay, all right. So. Okay, to the next topic. You are the third winner of Build Our World category Blue Economy Startup Content that hosted by Intuitive Singapore. Okay, so the question is, could you tell us your experience and your spirit that we, the millennials, could adopt?
Sorry, what is the specific question here?
Okay, so the question is, I mean, it's not a question. I mean, I would like you to tell us your experience about this competition. It's a competition, right? Could you tell us the experience about your competition and your spirit that we, the millennials, could?
Okay, so in general, I really love economics. Ever since I was in high school, I joined a lot of economics Olympiad. And at first, I didn't even know what is blue economy. So I just see the word economy. I was so interested. I just signed up for the competition. It's free anyway. So I just registered to that competition, and yeah, I've got a few friends, some new friends there. They just put me in a team with a group of my team was all Malaysians at that time, so I get to work with them together. In the first round I was someone who have to critique the idea that the other my team, but the other part of the team created, and then I will judge, or I'll give my criticism and how it could be better. And the second round we have to work together to make the idea fully polished and all the policy running well according to the international law. like maritime law. And then after doing it, evaluating together, yeah, finally my love for economics, like I think my love for economics, and just probably not like as a whole, my whole contribution, it's just a part of it. It just makes a difference. So
Yeah, I see. That was really inspiring. Maybe we could adopt as the millennial to maybe in the next competition. And then I think the time is running out. Do you have any words to the millennials out there to gain their creativity or leadership?
okay, maybe my last word to all millennials, I usually give this as my advice, probably a takeaways for you guys. It's two things. The first one is this is my favorite song, which is the FET, which is like live a life you will remember. So take up any challenge and live your best life. And the second one will be let people who find you found you. I know there's a lot of pressure. People are winning this and that. When you open LinkedIn, everyone is achieving something, but be yourself, because if you become somebody else, then whenever people want to look for you, they won't find you. And you becoming you is the most special thing, right?
Great, amazing. Thank you very much, Miss Perling. Okay, that's really inspiring, so insightful, and so great to talk to you. Thank you for joining us. I hope we could talk again later in the next challenge. Okay, so thank you very much, Miss Perling. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Perling, everybody.
Okay, is it done, Bintang?
Yeah, it's done. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, Bintang, thank you so much for the performance. That was a great talk show. Bintang, you can move to breakout rooms again.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Kakak-kakak, you will have 2 minutes for the scoring sheet. Is it done, kakak-kakak, to fill the scoring sheet? Okay, I will admit to the next participant, yes. Okay, Ranti, welcome. You can turn on your camera and I want to spotlight you with Perling.
Okay, wait. Okay, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Wait, yeah, Ranti.
Okay. How?
Okay, welcome Ranti. Welcome and congratulations for making this far. Okay, you will have 5 minutes for the briefing session with the guest star, which is Miss Perling, to share how your talk show is going to be like. But if you finish the briefing session before 5 minutes, and you can inform the committee. Then you will have 15 minutes performance. The timekeeper will remind you at the minutes 5, 9, and 13 left, and if the time's up by chat box. Maybe briefing session will be start from now to Ranti. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you so much, Kak Kinar. Okay, hello, Miss Perling.
Hi.
Yeah. Hello, Perling. Okay, so we have 15 minutes, right? So on first of all, I will there's opening by me, and I will read your profile, and then we gonna play a game first. So the name of the game is Spill the Tea, but it's not like gossip. It's more like sharing, and I will give you the sentence. For example, I will if I were a princess, I would blah blah blah, and you continue the sentence. And also I will give you the choices, and you can pick one of them. And then we have a question and answer session. And in this part, I remind you to don't give the answer too long, but don't too short too, because we just have 15 minutes, right? I think that's all. Yeah. If is there any question, Miss Perling?
No.
Okay, thank you so much. I know I am the last contestant, but I hope you will enjoy our talk show. And yeah, so give your best energy. Okay, thank you. I think that's all, committee.
All right, Ranti. That's all the briefing session. Are you ready for the performance, Ranti?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, Ranti, you can check your microphone first.
Okay, hello, check. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. All right, you can start your performance now. To Ranti, time is yours.
Okay, thank you. Hi. Welcome to Ranti Chit Chat with Ranti. Hello, guys. Welcome back with me, Ranti Urjani, on this episode. Hello, guys. What is a beautiful day today? I'm so excited right now. I hope you feel the same like me, because I know you guys are young generation that really need to improve your skill, especially in leadership. And this is very related with our theme right now, which is the potential of millennials in emulation, creativity, humanity, and also leadership. And as we can see right now on our screen, there's a beautiful young girl with me, and I'm sure that everyone was know how is she. But let's know her deep with her profile, okay? Okay, let's to read her profile. Okay, check this out. Perling, a pretty and brilliant Indonesian young girl. She has become a founder and CEO of Narch Executive, a platform that empowering the aspiring goals getter change maker through business and also economic based on education. Majoring in international business in one of the university in California, Perling also active in her social media, especially Instagram and also TikTok, and get a lot of followers. Berlin focus on give tips and trick and also information about education, scholarship, and also volunteering and etc. Okay, without any further ado, please welcome Miss Perling. Yay, give applause, guys. Hello, Perling.
Hi.
Oh my God, you're so beautiful. I love your earrings. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Oh, same like me. I'm so amazing right now. Okay, Perlin, before we do our talk show or question and answer, I have already opened the question box on our Instagram before. And while we waiting all the questions are in, let's play a game. Is that okay, Perlin?
Yeah,
We
it's okay.
Okay, so our game is called like spill the tea, and it's more like sharing. So I will give you the sentence, and you have to continue the sentence with your own statement. And also I will give you the choices, and you have to pick one of them. Is that okay? Okay, you get it?
Yes, I get it.
Okay, let's start the game. Okay, let's get started. First, Perling, if I were a billionaire, I would.
Would you give me the choice or would it?
No, you continue the sentence. No, I not give you the choice.
I would.
If I were a billionaire, I would.
I will build a school with a new education system.
Wow, nice. Okay, next. If I could control the time, I would.
I will do nothing.
Oh, okay, next. If I were not study in good university, I would.
I will make use of everything I have to make most of whatever I have.
Okay, nice. If I were in danger situation, like and I just save one person between my beloved parents and also my beloved boyfriend, I would save.
I would save my parents. Why would I save my boyfriend?
Okay, nice. And let's know about your typical of your future husband. Okay, rich or handsome?
Rich,
Okay, rich. Pretty, be pretty or be smart.
smart,
Oh, nice one. Money or education?
education.
Oh, yes, you are. Okay. Being continue as CEO of NARC executive or continue your study.
Why not both? Okay, if I have to choose one, I'll choose to continue my study.
Okay, nice. Next, being a good leader or be a good mother.
Be a good leader.
Oh, good mother. Okay. Last question. Apparently, be careful. 5 years later, I would be.
I will be wherever I want to be, whatever person I want to be.
For example, I mean, like your dream for 5 years later.
I want to be an economist.
Oh, nice. You really love to counting. Okay, that's all for our game session. Brilliant, thank you. By the way, how's the game was like?
It was fun.
Oh, nice. I feel the same with you. So, but by the way, I really love your makeup. I love your eyeliner, and I saw your post on Instagram. It's my personal opinion with you. Okay, I follow you on Instagram and saw your post, and basically that post is focused on you share tips and trick, and also the information about education and etc. But I want to ask you, like, you have a health skin and a beautiful face. Why don't you interest to like make or to be a beauty vlogger? I mean, like post on some makeup on it or etc. Beside you sharing about your experience, don't you interest on that?
Okay, I don't really want to choose. I mean, we can always choose to be what kind of influencers. I mean, for me personally, I'm more passionate about education. So I'll still proceed becoming, if I would be an influencer, I'll be education influencer. I'm not really into beauty influencers. So probably that will be the thing I'll be doing maybe in the future. But for now, it's not my thing yet.
Okay, wow, really wow, and you nice, you such a good leader, and I know it for your answer for the game before. You said you choose you more choose your mother, your parents, and then you choose a like good leader, and wow, I'm really love that. And now we have some question here. Okay, some people want to ask you that you are a CEO of an art executive, but most of the people on my Instagram don't know. But what is actually an art executive itself?
Okay, so NARC Executive is a startup, a community organizations where we gathers ambitious goal getters into one platform who are especially for people who are interested in business, economics, and entrepreneurships. So we provide them resources, events, mentors, powerhouse to help them utilize whatever plans they have for their business, economics, and entrepreneurship related stuff.
Oh, nice. But I know. It's my personal question. uh, do you have some like a role model that make you think and have a good idea to build an art executive? What is your role model in that?
I don't think that I would say a role model, but this is a story where there is somebody who just slided into my DM. I don't even know who is this person until today, whether he's a man, this person is a man or is a male or female. But just the person basically said that they want to start a business, but they're afraid to start a business. They're afraid to reach out. And I see that as a problem. So I discussed this kind of idea with one of my friends who are in Singapore. And after that, she decided to say, this is just a good idea and this is a problem that we can solve. So why not start a community organization from it? So that's why we start Not Executive.
So you just idea on with you and your friends, right? Without role model on that.
Yeah, it's not a role model, it's just somebody else, somebody else inspire me, somebody else give me the way to see a problem there.
Nice question. And here we have a question from Diajeng Fitri. She asks you, what is your reason that make you build the NARC executive? So basically, look like my question before, but yeah, what is your reason that make you build NARC executive?
The problem related to your fear of starting business and judgment. I think there's a lot of things we can do about it, and my purpose in life is also one of them is to live a life of purpose. Basically I want to be impactful to someone's life, even if it's just to one person's life. So I'm solving one problem at a time, and the problem that I'm solving right now is the fear people have. So when we have support community, basically you ease that part of fear.
Nice, Perling. And somebody have same question, but I'll pick one. After you finish your study, what next? What did you do after you finish your study?
Okay, so my plan now is that after I finish up my study, I'll probably continue studying because I really love learning. I think learning is a lifelong journey. Whether I'll choose to pursue masters or any informal kind of educations, what I know for sure is that I want to make use of every skills I have. And probably along the journey, whether I want to pursue further educations later on, I want to make some projects or programs that could probably benefit people around me or people in a wider range.
Well, you have a good character. I love your answer. It's nice to me and it's very motivated me, and I love your answer. Okay, maybe because we have a limit of the time, maybe you can give any advice for our viewers that mostly young generation. What is your advice for that? And maybe you can give one word or sentence that make the more spirit to get their dream.
So I always say this every time I go. It's these two statements. Number one is, this is taken from my favorite part in the Night's Avicii song, which is live a life you will remember. So take up the challenge and live your best life. And the second one is, this is also something you can find in my profile or everywhere, even in Lunch Club and all of my social profile, which is, let people who find you found you. I know there's a lot of pressure around you, people who is achieving more than you, but remember, if you're trying to be somebody else, when somebody else look for you, they will not find you. And what is the essence of living with an identity if you let others determine your identity?
Okay, wow, nice. Thank you so much, Perling, and thank you so much for having me. It's nice advice. It's really good answer. Okay, thank you so much for having me, such as for your career, such as on your study, and such as for your knowledge executive.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, really. Okay, everyone. From Perling, we can learn that as a young generation, we have to start our dream, make a dream high. The only dream, we have to take a challenge and also work hard on that. And don't forget to always achieve more. So we can conclude that dream high, work high, achieve more. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching me. See you on the next episode on Ranti Chit Chat with Ranti. Bye-bye. See you. Okay, thank you so much, Perling. Thanks so much, all the educators.
Thank you.
Okay, Ranti. Thank you, Ranti, for the performance. That was a great talk show. Okay, Ranti. Before that, you can assign your Zoom to the breakout room first. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Alvina.
Thank you. Okay, to educators, you will have 2 minutes to fill this connection.
While we're waiting, can I ask you something, Perlin?
Yeah, sure.
Well, this is just like I said, while we're waiting. So I'm just curious how, if you can kind of approximately, how many people have you told that like that word of information, inspirations from Avicii songs? I was just kind of, I don't know why, but as I was watching, and of course they ask you to leave, their audience with a few words. Of course, you're very consistent, and that reminds me of Lady Gaga, who, I don't know if you've seen like that one that she always said whenever she receives an award or being interviewed, there's 100% in the room and 99 didn't believe you, one book. So anyway, that kind of reminds me to what they say. So I want to know, have you said that, or have you told many people that?
Yeah, I've told that to many people. I think in almost like most of the time, what I said is probably let people who find you found you. If it's more
Okay.
on like skill set kind of workshop, but if
Mhm.
I was invited to like more of a motivational talk, I always tell people to live their best life from
Cool.
that lyrics.
Cool. Anyway, like I said, I was just curious. I think it's good to have that kind of thing that you go. It's very consistent, and that kind of stick with you. So yeah, I think next time we maybe run into each other or whatever in some event, I would definitely remind you. But yeah, learned a lot today though. Thank you. Those are actually really good questions, and it got me thinking about a couple of things. Good job.
Thank you.
Kinar, ini kalau sudah aku kirim ke grup seperti tadi saja ya, skornya. Ya, karena aku edit sendiri. Alright. You never know, the internet. I just sent it.
Okay, there, Kak Pirling, thank you so much for attending our event. We really appreciate your energy to answer for all the questions for 5 participants non-stop. If you want to stay here, that's fine. But if you want to leave, it's completely okay too.
Sure, I'll just stay and look around. Watch around.
Okay, Kak Pirling. Okay, after that, we will assign to participant in this main session, and after that we want to give general feedback. Maybe Kak Pirling, you can give some feedback for all participants too, ya.
Okay, sure.
Okay, I will assign to all participants.